You talked about before the game that what you wanted to carry over from Phoenix to this game was the physicality. Is that what you're seeing from Alpy tonight?
Yeah, Alpy and a bunch of others, guarded exceptionally well in the second half, and specifically Dillon, on Wembanyama to hold him scoreless in the second half. And, don't always get a lot of credit when you're not scoring, but what he did for the game, the way he impacted it, and I think it was great. 15 steals, only 15 fouls, so we were playing physical, aggressive defense without fouling. And those turnovers for them turned into fast break points for us, so a perfect formula.
Can you just discuss the overall dominant game that Alpy had for you guys?
Yeah, he's going against one of the best defenders in the league, and a lot of times you kind of got to go right at him and make him work, and I think guys did a good job with their reads and outlets tonight. Didn't have too many blocks. He got a few on Alpy, but other guys off ball did a good job, and then Alperen kind of loosened him up there and got some fouls, and he was not as aggressive there, and he took advantage of it. So all over the place, from top of the key, elbows on the post, he was in the pocket on the rolls. He was doing a great job, and Dillon making him work on one end, Alpy making him work on the other. I think was a great combination for us tonight.
You mentioned going right at him. Alpy got an early shot blocked and didn't go at him for 5-10 minutes. Were guys talking to him about it? Were you to go at Wemby?
Yeah, so the main thing is getting into his body. You're not going to go off one leg and go over or around him. You got to get into his body, take his legs there. But we wanted to get Alpy not just obviously in the post up where he has decent length there. We want to get him on the move a little bit. I think Fred and Jalen did a good job in the pick and roll. Initially, baiting him to step up. They hit a few shots, and then Alpy on the roll got into his body a little bit better there. So moved him around quite a bit. And then once that happened, he got the fouls. He started to post up a little bit better. So, just KYP understanding who he is. And with that length, you're going to have to do it a different way.
Yesterday in practice, you talked about, the steps that Jalen has taken, going through his reads and progression. Was this game, the type of performance that you wanted to see with him, getting his teammates involved, especially the way he was able to run that two-man game with Alpy?
Yeah, it's more of the same. I think we are, much more dangerous when we got multiple guys attacking in the pick and roll, and he had really good games, obviously, in Phoenix, and tonight was more of the same. I missed some open threes. As long as he's taking the right shot, we're not as concerned about that, but was aggressive there. And the same thing, once he kind of got into that mode of hitting some jump shots and brought the bigs up, he actually got to attack the basket a little bit better there. So great job, threw some excellent passes to guys, pocket pass to Alpy. But, yeah, we're going to need that from him the rest of the way because, when he's doing it, when Dillon's doing it, when Fred is doing it, those guys, it makes us much more dangerous to have multiple attackers.
Wembanyama didn't take a shot in the second half. How much did Dillon just take him out of everything he wanted to do?
Yeah, it was the main thing, doing his work early. No matter where he was on the court, top of the key, on the elbow, he had a body on him the whole time. Denied a bunch of catches, pushed him off his spots, and then, even on the post, he was fighting him, pushing him off the blocks some there, and then we had good help and rotations behind it. So loved our versatility on defense. I think our rotations were on point. We were switching a bunch of their actions, and Fred and Jalen were on them briefly, and our bigs came over and kind of kicked those guys off. So it started with Dillon for sure, and then the rest of the team aided as well.
After Saturday's game, Cam was a little bit frustrated by the way that he played. How good was it to see him bounce back tonight?
Yeah, it was good. He's a guy that's obviously going to have a short memory as far as that. Missed wide open shots against Phoenix, and to your point, puts in the work and stays very confident. So you could tell, obviously, he came out and knocked down the first shot and then got out in transition and where he's a beast there. So I think he got some easy things to fall early. Stayed confident as always. I'm not really worried about that with him. It's just continue to play the right way, take the right shots, and not force it when you're not doing as well as you can be, but making the right reads for the team.
You talked a lot about his scoring, obviously, but to see him defensively with the 5 steals and just being in position.
Yeah, he was great. We had Jabari and Dillon on Wembanyama for the entire evening. If he got switched on him, he did a great job guarding him in the post. But I think it was perfect helping off of Shohan and Wesley and some of those guys. And so played the perfect game, help side, made great rotations when he needed to, and he was very active. And so it's just more progress for him. We can have that versatility to put our guys on Wembanyama and him not be a deficit on the weak side. He was making great reads, great plays, helping off of guys, getting in there, rebounding, and got all the steals, of course. Thank you.
Thank you.